All right.
All right.
Welcome to another episode of Shoot Your Shot.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Claire.
I'm Georgia.
And we're here to shit talk. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
This is a part 2 to the Creator Pet Peeves episode.
You guys loved it so much and you wanted more, so we're here to give you more.
Yeah, but actually you're giving more because we put up some Instagram questions for you guys to submit your Creator Pet Peeves, and boy, oh boy, did we get some pet peeves.
I was gonna say, I didn't realize that you guys actually had all these pet peeves.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's no way we can even get through half of these, so we'll probably have to do like a part 3 one day.
I know.
There's so many.
But these are so funny and I feel like really relatable, and
some of them are so savage too.
I know.
Like if you get offended at any of these,
we're sorry. It's
it
not
is
us,
what it
it's
is.
you guys.
All right, so let's get started.
Just do it, yeah.
I say we just go back and forth picking them. I'll go first.
Oh, I have a good one.
Okay, you start.
Okay, this was because I actually had to ask Claire, what does this mean? And then she told me, and it was so funny. Okay, so creator pet peeve number 1 from the audience, and here we go. All of the leaf fondling. First off, did you even ask consent?
That's so funny because I'm picturing it perfectly right now. It's like a Bali recap video of a girl walking up to a waterfall and her hands just sliding. It's just sliding on the plants. Or it's like a guy looking at a waterfall through plants and he's like opening the plants like this to look at the waterfall.
And like his fingers are just like the travel rings.
There's all the rings. Yeah. And he's just like looking at the plant, separating. If you're on YouTube, we're like fondling a plant right now. That is so funny, and I've never thought of that before.
I know. I literally had to ask Claire, what does that mean, leaf fondling?
In literally every travel video ever.
I'm pretty sure I even leaf fondled.
Sure. Everyone has it
like,
in all their...
I'm sorry to all the leaves I fondled.
Especially the Bali ones. It's always the Bali ones with the waterfalls.
Yeah,
always.
it is.
Like Hawaii.
It is.
Always. That one is so funny.
All right, next one, you go.
This one is so funny because I know so many people who do this.
Okay, go for it.
But it honestly is kind of an ick. I've done it a few times too. Sharing screenshots of kind messages from fans on their story. Big ick. Ooh. That is so funny, but also kind of relatable. I've done it a few times where I get like a really heartwarming story or message.
I don't think I've ever done it. Like I get them, but I don't think I've ever shared it.
I've definitely shared a few. But I think the big ick is when it's like 35 in a row. And we're like, okay, bro, girl, we get it. Like, we get it. You have fans. Like, congrats. Like, you think everyone's obsessed with you.
That's funny.
You're changing lives one video edit at a time. Like, cool. We got it. Maybe make this like a once in a year thing, not once a week. Like, do you need to prove to yourself that you're doing well in life?
So focused on this one right now.
Anywho.
Okay, let's see.
Funny.
Oh, I feel like this is one that you're going to, I relate to, but I know from Claire, just in other episodes, she's definitely hates this. When a client asks for a bunch of revisions only to pick the original.
Oh, yeah. That's so annoying.
Yeah. They're like actually, let's just go back to the beginning.
Yeah. I don't get that much. I feel like the revisions people ask for, like they usually go with the revisions, but I feel like maybe that's a video thing. Like they like think the storyline isn't matching up to what they had in mind, and then they're like, oh, just kidding. I like the first video edit.
Yeah.
That's never really happened for photo for me. Oh my gosh, wait, this one's funny.
Okay.
Creators who claim they aren't copying Gibson Hazard. Do you know who Gibson Hazard is?
No.
He's like for sure one of my favorite videographers, filmmakers.
Oh my God, how do I not know who he is?
His edits are crazy. They're like freaking Inception. They're so
really
crazy.
Oh my God, I have to go look at him.
I've never heard people claim that they're not copying Gibson Hazard, but also like he is the GOAT, so I understand why everyone's like trying to copy him. But I mean, it's like the Sam Colder.
I was gonna say, is that like how people try to copy Sam Colder?
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, I don't copy Sam Colder, but it's like, well,
all your stuff's blue and
looks exactly the same,
and you're shooting your drone through a tent.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
Okay, let's see. What's another one? You already own your own gear. Why can't this be a free shoot?
Oh my gosh, that's so...
That has happened to me before. People are like, oh, well, since you already have the gear, like, can you just shoot it? And I'm like, how on earth does that make any sense? Like, what? Like, if I have the gear, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, literally
like,
makes no
sense. I can't even, like, think about how to even justify it.
It's like you go to a doctor's, you're like, well... you already have all the tools. I'm not going to pay you. You have the scalpel, so I'm not going to pay you. Yeah, that's okay. But also anyone who doesn't want to pay creative, like
don't ask for creative. Gosh, I know.
So annoying.
They're like
just, if you have zero budget, then you like just don't ask for any creative work, or go find someone who literally started like this month so they can build a portfolio.
Wait, this one's pretty savage. Can I say this one? Because it's just when they post life update stories or post when no one cares. It's so savage.
Okay, but honestly,
I feel like I fall into that category. I'm like, life update, guys.
No, you are so funny with it. You're not like serious about it. You're just funny. I appreciate when my close friends post life updates, maybe on their close friends, but when it's like, okay, this is probably gonna hurt some feelings, but like they're
breaking in.
They're like, oh my gosh, my flight just got delayed. I'm here at the airport. Like, this is so annoying. Like, now I'm gonna be like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, do not care. Or they're like, oh my gosh, I was out looking, like I was shopping for pants, and I just like cannot find my pant size for like black jeans. Okay, yeah, and like actually, I just wanted to like get this product for this, and I've just been shopping for hours and I can't find it. Why do you think that any of us care? Like, go text your boyfriend or your mom that, who also probably don't give a shit. Like, what? No.
Damn.
No one cares.
I can't even follow up with that. Mic drop.
So savage and so mean, but like, funny. We are here to roast. Oh, this is funny because it kind of goes with another podcast episode we just did, the one about burnout.
Okay.
But creators who flex their all-nighters because they procrastinated all week.
Oh, shit. That's funny. You know, that actually is a real thing. They probably purposely stay up because they have no other choice, but they're like...
But it's because you procrastinated.
But it's because you procrastinated, so they're just like... They're like grinding hard. Sleep doesn't exist whenever I'm grinding all night. And it's like, actually...
You could have done this at 7 a.m.
Or like 7 a.m.
I don't know. I just saw you like...
You could have prioritized better and probably done it.
I just saw you skydiving like 4 days in a row. Like, maybe just don't go skydiving and you can get your work done. I don't know.
Damn. That's... Damn. I'm like, damn.
That's like so specific. Or like,
you were at like a festival. Claire has somebody in her head right now.
No,
she
actually,
just said that.
I don't. I had no one. But I have one. Let's collab, bro. New artist trying to get free tracks with nothing to contribute. Okay, obviously that's a music specific one, but I feel like that works for every creative thing. I get so many let's collab DMs, many. Like,
you're like, I don't want to collaborate. Like, I mean, I mean, it's you. Maybe you do, but like,
no,
I don't.
No, the only time I'm down to collaborate is if it's like a really, really sick model with like a really cool look, and I'm like, or just like we could do some really cool spec work together. But this is so bizarre to me, and like so many people do this. So someone please clarify to me why the fuck people send this when another photographer DMs me saying let's collab. Collab on what, bro? Yeah. You're a photographer. I'm a photographer. What on earth would we collab on?
Take each other's pictures of each other's camera?
Well, it's like also you shoot landscapes and I shoot portraits. What could we possibly collaborate on?
You know, that is funny.
That is so weird. When people DM me that, I literally, most of the time, I'm like, sorry, I'm out of town or something. Because I'm like, what? Are we just going to roam around LA and shoot each other? Like, maybe like... is that you like kind of really low key asking me to take your photo? Like, I'm so confused what that's supposed to mean.
I feel like
we're both photographers.
I feel like they don't want to say take photos of me or I want to take photos of you because then it probably comes off as weird.
But it's like we don't like it's not, I'm not shooting myself, you're shooting landscapes and I'm shooting portraits of other people. So how on earth would we collaborate? I don't get that.
Please, somebody clarify.
Someone clarify.
Someone who has DM'd Claire saying let's collab, please follow that DM and clarify.
A photographer who has DM'd.
Please DM
what does
Claire
that
back
mean?
And clarify.
Am I missing something? I need to know because this happens a lot and I'm always just like, what are we shooting?
What are we shooting?
Or are they like, oh, bring me on one of your shoots so I can also shoot the stuff that you shoot? Is that what that let's collab? Which then how is that a collaboration? Because I'm providing the models and the location and the stylist
like you're
and
just
the makeup artist. So like, what are we collaborating on? Are you bringing in someone? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
I was going to say, so if anybody wants to collaborate with Claire, who's a photographer, please make sure you answer all of those questions.
Specifically, like, what are we collaborating on? I would love to know.
Okay, this is good. This is funny, but like I definitely do this. Creators who use Odessa or Rufus in their videos.
Everyone ever.
You can't help it. Odessa and Rufus are so good.
They are good. I mean, they're good until it's like the same song is used in like every single travel video. Also, a pet peeve is just travel videos. They all look the exact same.
I do not relate to that at all.
I feel like they all look the exact same.
I am obsessed with watching travel videos.
Super like dramatic Odessa song and like a drone shot of someone in Abu Dhabi running through the desert, and then it's switched to like a Bali waterfall, and then boom, now they're skydiving with like at Jacob, and then boom, it's like I don't know, Sam Colder somewhere in South Africa with a huge giraffe.
The ring fondling on leaves.
Yeah, like travel videos all look the same.
Okay, I will say that is true. However, I don't really get sick of them. I like it.
Gibson Hazard is the only one though. The only one I like. No, I mean some of them are really cool, but then again, some of them are.
No, I do. I think
seen this 400 times.
I do think that there needs to be a new element of creativity with them.
Yeah, guys, let's get creative. We're literally called creatives. Why is everyone
like? Let's go to different places. Like we don't have to go to Bali anymore. No, even though I'm probably gonna go to Bali.
We can still go to the same place. Just like get creative. Do something completely new.
Yeah.
No more leaf fondling. No more like the classic. You're at a waterfall and you're slow mo like lifting your head up to look towards the waterfall,
and then it's like, oh
yeah, like everybody shoots that. Why? Let's just find new. This is me telling you guys. Get inspired. Try something new.
I think what's important is to think of concepts when you're there. I know that's what I do whenever I create any content. Is it's fun to like do like the simple basic B-roll shit that everybody does, but like go one step further and try to think of a story and a concept.
Creators who make spec work but make it out to be real client work. Stop shooting for Nike. No, you didn't. You're not shooting for Nike. I know you're not shooting for Nike. I know you're not. Do you know, first of all, you know why I know that? Because I've been trying to shoot for Nike for 8 years and it's so hard to get on the Nike team.
It is really hard to get on the Nike team.
You would be having like an insane production set if you were shooting for Nike. You wouldn't be in downtown LA with a model with a pair of used Air Force Ones. You're not shooting a Nike campaign. Stop saying your spec work. Just say it's spec work. It's like almost like more encouraging and inspiring because it's like, whoa,
because then people will actually like comment and hype it up to try to get Nike to see you instead of pretending like you did work with Nike.
No,
I completely think that people should do spec work, but
I'm not saying don't do spec work.
Don't be like, oh my god, I had so much fun shooting with Nike.
It's like, or it's like, oh, like shooting for douchebags, the like travel like photographer or like content creator backpack brand, and it's like shooting for douchebags.
I use douchebags.
Yeah, but you're not like saying you're shooting a campaign for them.
Yeah.
Okay, that leads into when people are like shooting a campaign for Sony, and it's like there's a difference between a shoot and a campaign. Yeah. A campaign is basically to launch a product, or it's like how would you describe a campaign versus just a regular shoot? Because everyone's like shooting a campaign for this. I'm like, no, you're not, bro. That's not a campaign.
I feel like a campaign is a much more bigger production than a shoot. Like if you are just shooting something, it's almost like it's a one-off, whereas a campaign is like you are fully invested. You have a whole team behind you. Like it could be for a launch of something, or it could just be like for like some big announcement or some big thing that the company has going on.
Okay, a perfect example. I shoot for LSKD all the time. Okay, I would never say shooting a campaign for LSKD.
I think
because
if it was
not like a 20% team. LSKD didn't fly in from Australia. Yeah. We're not like launching they're not launching a crazy huge product, and the actual photos being used just for that launch are my photos. That would be technically considered a campaign.
If like LSKD was like going, like I think you guys did this before, like LSKD was going to Costa Rica and then you were shooting one specific product line there and you were like going to use that Costa Rica thing.
Campaign.
Yeah. As like an announcement for their new line, that is a campaign. But if you're just like going to shoot stuff like just for their website or Instagram, like that's a shoot.
Okay, for example, if a client sends you like a suitcase and you're shooting their suitcase, if that is the first ever content ever created of those suitcases, that could technically be a campaign. But if this is just adding to the repertoire of content that they're using for like social media, that's not a campaign. I see so many friends of mine who say they're shooting a campaign and I know they're not.
Okay.
And it's just fake. Just be real.
Yeah.
Because then when you do shoot a campaign, it's so much more of a big deal than if you're lying about every shoot being a campaign.
Exactly. And I don't know, you can kind of tell the difference between like an actual campaign and just a shoot. I mean, this seems like it bothers you more than it bothers me.
Yeah, it annoys the shit out of me.
Okay.
I just like genuine people and it's not genuine.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I have one because it's kind of funny. Creators who have 5 different cities in their bio but only live in one of them.
Okay, that's weird. I don't get that.
Okay, I see that happen all the time.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. They'll like put
really
like the little red pin emoji, and they'll be like LA, New York, Dubai. Next up, Costa Rica.
Well, next up makes more sense.
Next up is fine. Or like if you're in that, like if you're actually just in that location, like one location, then that's fine. But a lot of people will literally put like so many different cities. It's like weird. Why?
I think if you are not paying rent in a city, you don't live in that city.
Yeah.
If you're not getting mail.
Wait, have you never seen that before? People do that?
I've seen like 2 cities.
Oh, I've seen
never
like
really seen multiple.
I've seen them do like the pin, and they'll be like LA, and then like that slash line New York slash Hawaii
weird.
slash.
Yeah, how are you living in multiple places at the same time?
That's what I mean.
Are you like, I get
like,
if you're bi-coastal.
Yeah.
Like if you fly, like if you're in New York, like once a month.
If you're like NYC, LA, but like if you have like literally all, I don't know. I've talked to somebody before who did it, and they were like, well, I just want people in all of those areas to know that they can hire me for work. And I'm like, well, I mean, I get that. So then
you're going to go travel to those places?
I don't know.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
It does kind of make sense. Like, but also, I don't know. I just feel like that's a lot of like chaos.
For me, I'm about to move to Paris, but I will be back in LA at some point. So I'm debating whether I put Paris and LA or if I just stick to Paris.
Oh no, you're going to be one of those people.
Well, because technically, like, I'm going to come back to the States to see my family and stuff. So it's like, I am going to be back.
I think like having like 2 is okay. I mean, I actually don't even really care, to be honest. This isn't my pet peeve. This is somebody else's. But I just have seen it where people will put like literally 5 or 6 cities, and I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
I guess unless you are paying rent in all 6 of those cities, then fuck. I mean, put all 6 of them.
Someone said, did you, in quotation marks, did you shoot this with your iPhone?
Oh yeah. I hate when that happens. Dude, somebody that reel I posted, or story I posted the other day from the charity thing we did, somebody was like, oh my God, like the new iPhone 14 is amazing. And I'm like, 1, I did this with my camera. 2, I don't even have the iPhone 14. Yeah. Still got the 13.
The 13's way better. Don't get the 14.
Really? Yeah. But anyways, I'm like, what? What? Yeah. It's fine. I don't really care, but it just made me laugh. It's like, what?
This must be more of a video thing, because I think it's pretty clear if a photo is shot on an iPhone versus like a camera. But
I think iPhones are great tools to shoot videos for certain campaigns. It's just like, that is something that I think has happened to me a couple of times. Yeah. It's not really a pet peeve of mine. Somebody else is obviously bothered by that, but I just think it's funny.
And people are like, oh my gosh, wow, your camera takes such good photos.
Oh yeah, and it's like no. Like, one, it's like no shit, but also 2, I'm the one that's taking it.
Fuck my talent and the 8 years of experience that I have. It's totally just the camera.
Yeah, that has happened to me before. They're like
all the time.
That happened to me just recently in fucking Europe. I'm like, don't listen, guys. They were like, oh my God, like your camera takes such good photos, and I'm like, did you not see like the position that I was in and the editing? Like, yeah, the camera's great, but also like
rude.
Whatever.
Rude. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude.
Rude.
Let's see. Hey, this one is so specific, and I really want to know who this person has in mind.
Okay, go.
Anyone who creates an Iceland travel film.
Oh, fuck. Not me going to Iceland in July to literally create an Iceland travel film.
That's so funny. I mean, I like the Iceland travel films. For me, it's more the Bali ones. Like,
I think again,
the Bali ones all look. Well, I guess Iceland ones kind of do look the same. Iceland just is way more visually stimulating, in my opinion, than Bali is.
It's for me. It's just the concept. Like, if you're gonna do it, just go into it with a totally different concept. So you're just different and you stand out, because like, people make content literally in LA all the time, but like, oh, actually, this is a perfect example. People make movies in LA all the time, but every movie's different because it has a different story. So why can't that then bleed into the creator world, where if we go to Iceland, like, think of a fucking different movie to make.
Yeah.
Except just like, again, slow waterfalls looking around. Whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah. I love Iceland. Iceland is one of my favorite places in the world. Like, I'm all for the Iceland travel films, but that is funny.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel about Bali. I love Bali. I'm just overseeing the same exact freaking, like, oh, you're on a motorbike on a black sand beach. Wow, so creative. This has been being done for 15 years. Like, it's always the guys on the bike and the girls straddling him, like facing him, and they're on a black sand beach, and they're like, oh my God, so sexy. We're on a black sand beach. I'm like, I've been seeing this for years. But then again, when I do get a boyfriend, I want that shot.
I was gonna say, I'm totally gonna move to Bali in September and do that. Okay, this is funny to me. Creators who vlog at laid back social gatherings. I think that's so funny. I feel like
laid back social gatherings, like at someone's house, or like a when it's just brand thing, like a Revolve like event.
No, like if you're having like a movie night or a game night, and it's like super chill vibes, and then like one of your creator influencer friends comes and just totally is like,
say hi to the vlog.
Yeah,
hey
like,
guys.
oh my god, guys, I'm
watching a movie right now.
Hey, say hi. Oh my god, wait, ha ha ha. But okay, I'm not gonna lie. You're like, what? I don't think. I definitely partake in that sometimes. No, actually, I don't want to put myself on blast like that because I don't. Like, I know the vibe.
But you're funny. Like, the shit you post is so funny. You're not trying to be cool.
I know, you're right. I was going to say, if I, like...
It's like the people who are like, oh my, I'm so cool. I'm like, with all my friends right now, we're watching a movie.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I actually usually don't do anything, like, social-wise if I'm, like, at laid-back gatherings. But I have seen people where they'll just go, like, full fucking ham and vlog at a movie night, and it's so uncomfortable, and I'm like, bro, read the room.
Yeah.
Like, just chill.
This one personally doesn't really bother me that much, but clearly this person's annoyed when they ask on their stories what they should post again and again with the like rolling eyes emoji.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey guys, what do you want more of? Should I post more like brand stuff? Like, do you guys like my portraits? Should I post more of me? Like, do you guys want more of me? Do you want more of my bikini
like
photos? Or do you want more of like my brand stuff? But like, do you like my bikini photos?
Yeah, like, oh, here's another bikini photo just in case you forgot what a bikini photo looks like. Hee hee hee.
You know what's funny is one time, oh wow, this was like years ago, I posted a bikini photo on my photography account and I was like, LOL, just trying to get my engagement back up.
Oh, really?
This one is so specific, which tells me this obviously must have happened to them.
Okay.
Clients who claim to have no budget but send you the Excel budget sheet on accident.
Oh,
okay, first of all, that is such an L on the client's part. Are you kidding me? That's so bad.
Damn.
But also, that would be so annoying to see.
I hope that you screenshot that back and send it back and said, from your sheet, it actually shows that you have X amount for this job. So I'm happy to work within this budget and this is my rate for this.
I did get one time.
That's funny.
I did get shared one time a PDF with a breakdown of shoots for an actual campaign. They were doing like a studio campaign and then the lifestyle campaign. And they had broken down all the shoots and put it in one PDF. And they sent me the PDF and they had all the different creators they had hired for each specific part of the campaign. And their budgets were there, but the budgets were fair. And we pretty much all had charged the same thing, more or less. Like, I think we all have basically charged the same thing.
Well, that's good.
And we were all getting paid our rate. So I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of nice to see that they're paying all their creators fairly.
But that's still an L on their part.
Like, you should definitely not have shared that PDF.
Yeah, they shouldn't have shared that at all. Okay, let's see. This is funny. When they use the same trend again and again and again just because it might bang. Like, bruh, stop.
Like a TikTok trend especially.
Or even a sound. I actually have seen people on Instagram do that where they'll take the sound and do like 5 different videos of it just to see which one hits. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. You're not wrong. Like, that does work. But that's just funny that
I guess it's annoying for the person following that.
Yeah, actually. When they rely on a voiceover for their travel film. Dude, this person's like pissed at these travel films. I swear to God.
That's so funny.
This is funny.
Wait, like a voiceover, like they're just narrating. There's no music.
So I think
it's weird.
I'm gonna take a guess at what this means is that they're probably relying on the voiceover to tell the story as opposed to the actual footage to tell the story. Because I noticed that personally, that people will literally rely on the voiceover as opposed to the actual like story arc and footage and like concept. I'm just really okay. Honestly, I'm just gonna say my own fucking pet peeve right now because we keep talking about it. Like, I'm all for all these like travel films and whatnot. Like, I'm obsessed with them. I love it. But like, I keep saying this. If you do not have a story or a concept within that is my biggest pet peeve. Because it's not even like I'm mad that you didn't. It's like, this had so much potential to be one of the greatest things ever shot in that location. And like, because of the lack of story and the lack of concept, which again, stories and concepts are also like relative and like subjective to whatever you think is a good story. But like, some people, I'm sorry, like they just really fucking suck at it. And I'm just like, dude, how could you have missed that? Like, this could have been so good.
You know what's interesting? My roommate Lucy, who's a filmmaker and she does like 4D animations and stuff. She's so talented. We went to a premiere together and she kind of roasted a lot of the films because she was telling me how she was watching a film with her parents, who are like, one of her parents is like a crazy like successful business owner, and the other one is a professor at like a really great school, if I'm remembering correctly. And they were watching a film together, and her parents were like, this film sucks, and she was like, oh, I thought it was good. And they were like, no, because the person who filmed this is making it about them when it should be about the story. They're filming the story about someone else,
but making it about them.
But it just keeps panning to their reaction to the story. This is about the story, not about their reaction.
This was at the premiere?
She had been watching a film with her parents.
Oh, got it.
And they gave that feedback. And so after she heard her parents say that, when we went to the premiere, she was like, honestly, a lot of these films sucked. And I was like, why? I thought they were really good. She was like, because all of these filmmakers are making the films about themselves, not about the actual story. So they're literally be telling a story about someone experiencing something, and then they've like vlogged their reaction, and it's like, you are making this about you. This is like a narcissistic film when like you're not really placing the value and the importance on the person, subject, or thing that you are filming. Which now that she's explained that to me, I watch so many creator films, and I'm like, this is just you trying to get attention. This isn't about the actual story.
Like if you go back and like look at things, like I'm not trying to like call anybody out or anything, because like
call them out.
No, I know. But no, like this, like just like I cannot explain how frustrated I get. Like even when we were at a premiere before together, and I go to like a ton of other shit with that, just in general, it's so like frustrating to me as a creator, who's somebody like who loves directing and producing like emotional, like story filled content, whether it be like dramatic or funny, just something to make people feel something. It is just so disheartening to see people where they were either so close but they just missed it, or they just completely lacked that they should tell a story, and instead just went to focus on the cool cinematic shots, or like what you're saying, like they went to focus it more on like, oh yeah, look, I made a movie, now everybody go look, and then I made a recap video showing I made a movie, and it's more about them making a movie as opposed to the actual movie.
Yeah, totally.
So with that being said, that is why I am also going to Iceland this week to shoot a short film.
This week?
Not this week. This summer. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, wait, you're going to Iceland this week?
Claire got so nervous. She was like, are you kidding me?
I got jealous. I was like, and you didn't invite me?
No. I'm going. You can come this summer, but like this summer, like I really like made it a point to be like, I'm so sick of being so frustrated from watching everybody else's work that like I need to finally just put it all in myself. And even if it doesn't do well, or like it doesn't come out as I want in my head, at least like I'm trying to make something that's a story and not just like some, oh my God, drone shot of this. Oh my God, cool shot of this. Slow-mo shot of this. I would say that's like not a pet peeve that makes me mad. It just makes me like sad because there's just so much potential.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully people will like figure that out on their journey as a creator, but like I can totally see how that's annoying.
Yeah.
This one's funny because I see this a lot. Videographers who shoot EDM music but call themselves filmmakers or DPs.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
That is pretty funny.
That is funny.
Also, okay, can we talk about what the difference between a film and a video is? Because people are like, I'm shooting a film. It's like, well, it's just you and your camera. So is that really a film or is that a video? Because in my opinion,
that's a good point.
A film is when there's a whole production behind the video.
I just think a film has such a different look than just a video. And that could just be my own personal preference, but I just feel like, it just looks like more like buttery and smooth and cinematic, whereas a video, I mean, it can still look that way. I don't know. They just look like two different things in my own personal head. I mean, I think that's like...
But I think that's what it is. It's a production, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even... Because you can make a film without a bunch of people. I don't know. To me...
But a film... Oh, I know what it is.
What?
A film involves acting.
Yes, I will agree, but...
If there's no acting, then it's a documentary.
I don't know. I think I don't even know how to explain it. They just like look like two different things in my head.
Well, I think they visually do look different, but I think a film probably involves like acting.
There's like multiple different parts to a film, and that could be acting, that could be multiple people, that could be multiple locations. I don't know. But also like a video could involve acting. I don't know.
No, then it's not a video. Then it would be a film.
Yeah, actually, this is a good topic that we should put out there.
What do you guys think?
Because we don't really have a definitive answer on this. Yeah. What do you think is the difference between a film versus a video?
Yeah, let us know. Creators who film their cold plunges.
Oh, that's funny.
So specific. I don't No,
I see everybody do that. I've actually never done a cold plunge. I really want to, and I definitely will probably film it. So whoever put that one, you're gonna have a pet peeve for me.
I think actually I did do that when I was in Bali. I was going to this really nice gym, and we were doing sauna and cold plunges back to back every day, which is like brutal. I think I was filming that myself. But also, this was like 4 years ago.
What did I just watch? I just saw a story this morning, and somebody was like showing that they stick their face in a bucket of ice water every morning.
I kind of do that. Not like a bucket of ice, but like cold water.
No, like they had like a full bucket of ice that they just like went like this.
A bucket of ice?
Yeah.
Or was there water in it?
Yeah, water and like ice, and they just stick their face in it.
It's just ice.
I know, and you're like,
just like shards of ice in your face.
But like I thought it was kind of funny to watch that. I don't know. That is a thing that people do though.
Creators who make day in the life videos but don't do any of those things in real life.
Oh, that's funny.
I wonder
who
specifically like do they not like what are you filming that's day in the life that you're not doing? It's like eating healthy and you like shit every day.
I know. It's like you like make a piece of avocado toast for the video, take a bite, and then you're like, okay, the video's done, throw it away.
Or you're like, I just love waking up early, and they put like the timestamp at 7 a.m., but it's really like 10 a.m.
Actually, this just reminded me of something. I watched this girl once go to Runyon. I'm not even kidding. She went to Runyon and she was like filming herself going to the entrance of the hike, and she literally did a video and she was like, like just finished my like hike with Runyon, like okay guys, like I'll catch you later. And then she literally was like, okay, and then like posted it and then just like left, and I was like, wait,
stop. You saw this
was like a few years ago when I first came to LA, but like I saw her like park her car, go to the entrance, take a video, come back, and I was like, this is LA.
You should submit that to Overheard LA.
I should.
That's so funny.
I forgot that happened. I thought it was like the funniest thing in the world, and I was like,
that is so
like
funny.
She had her hiking gear on. I mean, maybe she hiked after that. Probably not.
Do you ever submit to Overheard LA?
I think in the beginning when I first moved to LA and it was like first becoming a thing, I submitted a few things there, but I haven't done so in like literally forever.
I haven't submitted in a long time, but
oh my God,
I really want one of them to make it.
I know, I should. I just heard something really funny yesterday too about this girl being she was like, this girl was like, yeah, he's not vegan and he's a Pisces, so I just don't think it's gonna work. I'm not even kidding. This is like some rooftop. This was a rooftop at Mama Shelter, this hotel.
I literally hate LA.
And I was like, he's not vegan and he's not a Pisces.
Hate LA. Okay.
It's just funny.
Another one. This one's funny. Clients who pay net $180 but need 24-hour turnaround because of tight deadlines. Oh my God. $180.
I know, that's funny.
Dude, that happens oh my gosh, that's happening to me right now. And I was telling you earlier that I needed to send that invoice.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you guys. I shot this project and they literally needed the footage, within edited video within 24 hours, 48 hours of the shoot. I sent my invoice literally a month and a half ago.
Yeah, that's rough.
A half ago. And then I followed up for payment this week and they're like, oh, what invoice?
And you're like,
I was like, are you kidding me?
You should just
Did you just ignore my email with the invoice?
You should just go back to that email and forward them and say this one.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, that is.
I gave you everything right on time. You're now making money off of the content that I made for you.
So like,
you can't even bother paying me within 30 days. 30 days is still long.
Yeah.
But now it's been like almost 2 months.
Yeah, that's not good.
But, oh, sorry, I didn't see your invoice. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's like you definitely saw it.
That's so disrespectful.
Okay, let's do one more each. Let's see. This is funny. This is actually okay. So I know her who said this, and she isn't like an actual creator, but she's dating one. So this is funny. When the creator literally forgets that one thing every single time.
That is relatable.
I was gonna say that's not a pet peeve. That's way more relatable.
That is so relatable.
Whether it's like batteries, flash, lens, always. I always just am like, damn, like I wish I would have brought that. Like, why wasn't I thinking?
I need to make a checklist on my phone.
I feel like you always forget.
I always forget stuff, dude. It's so bad. Like, I forgot my tripod last time.
Yeah.
That's so relatable. But then again, I have horrible memory, so this is like
brain
brand.
space.
This one is so. Again, these are so funny.
Okay, yeah.
And some of these people are like, you can tell they're like angry.
I know.
Creators with main character narcissist syndrome.
Oh fuck.
Okay, that goes. Why did I just touch your elbow?
I don't know.
I'm like, your elbow. That goes along when like filmmakers make films about other people, and then it's like their reaction to like the subject. It's like, well, this isn't about you're literally making this about yourself. But that's funny. Honestly, nowadays, I think a lot of creators are a bit narcissistic because they make everything about themselves and they become creators. You know, it's for the attention, funny? Not for creating art. I was
going to say, you know, it's just something to like throw out there and think about. You know how like creators create behind the scenes because they don't like being in front of the camera because they don't like the quote unquote attention. I'm just saying this to put out there to think, but like a lot of creators actually, like what you're saying, they do that for the attention. Like they're not, I don't know. It's like taking like a model versus a creator, but the creators are actually also the models too. Does that make sense?
Okay. So I feel like people probably have this ick about me is that I will say, every female creator gets this. This is such a girly creator thing.
I would say I create, but I also like to model too.
No, but when guys are like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty. Why aren't you in front of the camera?"
Oh yeah,
and it's like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. And I know my reaction every time is so like crazy because I'm like, "Ew, I hate being in front of the camera." But then they're like, "There's so many pictures of yourself on your Instagram." But I will say, when there are pictures of myself on my Instagram, it's usually because there's only like 2 creators that I trust taking my photo, or it's like they're just a human tripod. I'm like, stand there at this angle,
and
put your hand here, like do exactly this, and then just press the shutter button. And if I'm in total control of the image, I'm down to be in front of the camera. But if it's someone else, for the most part, if it's someone else's creativity, I always hate photos of myself. So I always say, "Oh my God, ew, I hate being in front of the camera." But then it's bullshit because it's like I have so many photos of myself.
I can't relate to that.
But I'm controlling them. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It does, but I can't relate. I love being in front of the camera.
Really?
I'm like, please. I'm like, literally put me in front of it. Let me do whatever you want.
See, I hate it because I'm always disappointed. I always have to fake like, "Oh my God, these are great." And in my head, I'm like, this is the worst photo of me ever taken in human history.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm like, if anyone puts me in it, I'm like, oh my God, whatever you want me to do. And
then that's great. That means you have confidence and you love the way you look. And every photo, I'm like, literally, this person has no idea how to photograph me. This is disgusting. Okay. I'm like, I'm disgusted with how I look.
I will say though, like there are people where I'm like, I don't really like how they take my photos. Like I just enjoy being in front of it. But I will say, I think like there's probably like a handful of people that I actually am like, oh my God, anywhere we shoot, anywhere we go, like I will love the photos. You are one of them. I was gonna say you're one of them. And then that for me, I'm like, yes, anything, even if I look ugly, shoot me. I'm like, I know it's gonna look good.
Yeah, I'm so, first of all, OCD and critical of my own work. So add some body dysmorphia into that, and boom, you got
a little
overly self-critical Claire. And I hate every single photo of myself. I think there's probably only like 2 people on this planet where like 90% of the time they shoot me. I'm like, oh my God, that's so good.
Oh, so that's actually good. Then I got a good photo of you yesterday at the beach, or the other day at the beach.
Oh yeah, you killed that. Oh, that was really good.
Wow, I feel honored.
Most people like don't even put any effort. They're just like boom, click, and then it's like the photo's literally like tilted like this, and it's like half my face is not even in the photo, and I'm like, Anyways, moving along.
Anyways, those were some of our creator. Oh wait,
let's do one more.
Okay, go ahead. She has one more.
This one's funny.
Go.
Referring to people who support their work as fans. That is. What do you call people who like your work? Supporters?
So say supporters, like friends, like.
Yeah.
I don't think I say fans. If I'm like being funny, I'll be like, oh my God, I love my fans. But like, that's like me just being funny.
You know what that reminds me of? The TikTok where he's like, oh my God, I just love my fans. And then pans the camera and it's a shit ton of fans, like actual little fans. And they're all in a row. And he's just like, yes.
I was going to say, I think if I ever... I'll like say that sometimes to be funny if I'm like in like a funny like Georgia weird mood. But if people actually like support my work, then I just think that, I don't know, I just look at them as like friends or like people who support my work.
All right, on that note, I'm sweating so much.
I know, I had to turn the AC off to film.
Yeah, just for the sound, and literally there's just sweat dripping down my back, which is disgusting because it's so hot in LA right now.
It is, but I like that it is. On that note,
we're gonna cut it off there.
Yeah, I was gonna say on that note,
I can't focus on anything right now. Okay. I just feel the sweat dripping down.
Okay, let's get her some air conditioning.
Why am I wearing this?
No, I don't know why. Take that. Oh my God, you are sweating. Okay,
and I'm wearing black and leggings. Oh
yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Anyways,
on that note, those were some creator pet peeves from you guys, and those are really good. We really value that, and we think that we're probably going to want to do more audience engagement with you guys because that's just funny.
Oh, not probably. We definitely are.
Yeah.
You guys are also really funny. Like,
I know.
We get really funny like comments.
You guys are so funny.
You're so funny. No, but for real, like give us ideas of what you want. I want to keep doing stuff where we ask you questions and then you respond and then we like make an episode about it.
We want to just engage more with you guys. Like I think we're finally starting to find our footing in the podcast world and in this whole just podcast series. So I think getting you guys more involved will just be really cool.
And on that note, if you are enjoying the podcast, if you would like to support and help us grow, which we would love to grow so we can, reach more creators, and also we would love at some point to start getting some sponsors. That would be really cool and show you guys products that we really enjoy working with in the creative community. Do whatever you want to support us, but really it's like sharing. That's the biggest thing.
And
share
rating,
episodes
review.
that you like. Yeah, rates and review are really helpful, but like for real, if you are like, oh my gosh, this episode was so good, please send it to like your group chat, to your like your creative community friends.
If you want to repost on your story, we will also repost
we love it.
We love it.
We really appreciate it. And for everyone who's stuck around through all the horrible audio, we love you
I know,
so
honestly.
much. Our audio is so crispy now. It makes me so happy.
I know. I just like, I don't know. You know how like when you take a good photo, it like sometimes feels like it's as good as sex?
All in focus versus like a little part of it's out of focus. Yeah. It's like this.
But you know what I mean? Like it feels like sex. You're like, oh my God.
Oh, I don't know if it feels like that, but I do appreciate the audio, the good audio. Anywho,
it just feels good.
Follow us on all social platforms at Shoot Your Shot Podcast _ on Instagram. And yeah, that's it.
We'll see you next week.
Mwah.
Mwah. Bye guys.